The Master Budget, a brief overview. The Master Budget is a comprehensive planning document for an organization and includes all supporting budgets required to prepare budgeted financial statements. The emphasis here is on comprehensive planning. I don't want you to think of a single document. It is many, many documents. So let's dive in. The master budget is a collection of different budgets that can be categorized in two ways. We have operating budgets, and then we have finance budgets, also known as financing budgets or financial budgets. Let's begin by focusing on operating budgets. Our operating budgets begin with the sales budget, also called the revenue budget. This is where a business determines or forecasts the number of units they think they are going to sell in a given period. Once they have that information, the business can combine it with their ending inventory budget. This is the number of units a business wants to have left over after their sales are complete for the period. A business will want to have some amount of ending inventory left over at the end of the period to help them manage demand for the next period, or to help them manage instances where demand during the period is more than they forecasted. Once they have sales and ending inventory, a business can determine or budget the amount they expect to produce. That is the production budget. The production budget will allow a business to forecast and develop a direct materials budget. This is the direct materials they will need to satisfy production. The direct labor budget. This is the labor they will need in order to make their units that they intend to produce. And the manufacturing overhead budget. As you recall, direct materials plus direct labor plus manufacturing overhead is the cost of goods manufactured. And once the business takes into account how much they intend to sell, they can calculate their cost of goods sold and develop a cost of goods sold budget. If they forecast their other expenses, they can then develop a budgeted income statement. Let's take a look at the big picture here. And to remind you, these were all operating budgets. Now let's turn our attention to the second category, which is a collection of budgets known as the finance budgets, also called financing budgets or financial budgets. We'll begin with the capital budget. The capital budget is where a business plans for their significant investments in things like property, equipment, or major technology upgrades. These are expenditures that are much larger and less frequent than typical day-to-day operations. They would then develop a cash budget. This includes all the cash they intend to take in from their customers, the cash they intend to pay out for various suppliers, employees, and significant capital investments, which will allow a business to see if they need to take out a loan or not. And then they could develop a budgeted balance sheet or statement of financial position. Finally, since we developed a budgeted income statement earlier, now that we have a budgeted balance sheet, a business will be able to prepare a budgeted cash flow statement. Now, the operating budgets and finance budgets are not two entirely separate things. They are actually somewhat connected. The income statement will interact with parts of the capital budget and cash budget. It is this picture that I want you to take away from this early brief overview lesson. We'll dive into each one of these budgets and how to calculate things and what they look like in another lesson. So until next time, I will say thank you so much for watching, and may your journey be joyful.
Gather round, let me tell you about the plan. The master budget flow. let me tell you about the plan. The master budget flowing through the veins of the brand. Comprehensive vision, yeah, we got that sight. Operating, financing, everything's tight. Master budget on the mic, let's make it clear. From sales to cash flows, every number's here. We ain't talking about a single sheet of page. It's a symphony of documents, set the stage. Step into the operating budgets where we begin. Sales to cash pop and let the revenue spin. Estimate the units that we think will sell. Combine within the inventory, time will tell. Gotta keep some stock for the unexpected climb. Manage next periods and then we're right on time. Production budget, come and calculate the needs. Direct materials, flow and plant the seeds. Direct the labor on deck, workforce in the mix. Manufacture it, overhead added to the fix. Cost of goods manufactured, that's the goal. Cost of goods sold, now we're on the roll. Budgeted income statement, profits in sight. Operating budgets got us flying through the night. Master budget on the mic, let's make it clear. From sales to cash flows, every number's here. We ain't talking about a single sheet of page. It's a symphony of documents, set the stage. Flip the script to financing, budgets on the rise. Capital budgets planned for the bigger prize. Property, equipment, tech upgrades too. Long-term investments, yeah, that's how we do. Cash budget in effect, money in and out. From customers to suppliers, know what it's about. Plan the cash flows right, avoid the loan. Financial position solid, set in stone. Budgeted balance sheet completes the view. Assets, liabilities, equity too. Income statement meets the balance sheet at last. Budget and cash flow statement, future and past. Operating and financing, they're intertwined. Master budget synergy, the stars align. Not separate but connected, that's the theme. Together they empower the company's dream. Master budget on the mic, let's make it clear. From sales to cash flows, every number's here. We ain't talking about a single sheet of page. It's a symphony of documents, set the stage. That's the overview, the budget's grand design. In future lessons we'll break it down in time. Until we meet again, keep your ledgers tight. May your journey be joyful, good night.